showdown between these two fighters should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague.
The fighters, this is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., weighing in at 100.
This is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
This is Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Todd, all I can say,
all right,
heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Under the bright lights. After much time, they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a highlight reel knockout. He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. They miss with the jab. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're getting it. Kitchen sink.
I love that. That jab's slick. There's wind on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Pulling back in the fight. Great round.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win this next round. I need you to switch back on. Get
Punched through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
bound. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this.
Just keep him on the end of that jab and you'll get your time in.
On to the second round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Beautiful counterpunch. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Right uppercut can't find a home. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut doesn't land. Nice counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out.
You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the basics.
Jet, keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him any free shots.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He misses with that jab. How about that time counter shot? This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A perfect counter lands. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Well done with that counter shot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win.
Good work. And don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Think about your deep.
And then we go again. Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
There's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Missing with that jab. Punch, counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Missing with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round.
Right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit.
The fight's not over yet. You got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose
One shot or anything. You set him up and you take him out.
this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back by.
Make sure you follow through. Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out.
I've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him get back into it. Now it's
Loading up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab.
hey, go out and
Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter shot. So close with that uppercut. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't find a home in that jab. Hold it right there. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, though, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Keep them on the other.
Sean, get your boxing back together. And put...
Let's start the 6th. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He missed with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Everything in the bag, and now you've let him back in.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Mr. Sam,
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
just keep him on the end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. All right?
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost, don't worry about it. Right, let's go.
And there's the bell for round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Those counter punches have to hurt. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That hook doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's going to be confident. You got to
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
him on the end of the jab and then start gathering your pace.
And we enter the 8th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
These two fighters are made for one another. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.